The biggest problem is people stay too close to their shin if they're going all the way down, and as they come up, instead of engaging their butt back and loading their hamstrings, again, instead of from this position, instead of engaging their butt back and loading their hamstrings, where in actuality the bar would stay a little bit further off your shin, people scrape it or bring it up against their shin. This is incorrect lifting. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Pearlman. Welcome back to the channel. And something that's been really on my mind as of late is how many people we are seeing that are actually young high school athletes in particular, parents bringing in their 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds because of recurrent back and knee injuries. What I really want to focus on in this video is the back injury component because, hey, if nothing else, people know that you go to chiropractors for back pain, so we're going to own that in this video. And what we're going to talk about today is why people are bracing and using too much of their middle back instead of properly loading hamstrings and glutes. So stick with me in this video. We're going to go into the office right now and we're going to film and show how we can prevent this and how you can gain more longevity and have less time on the sideline and more time feeling optimal on the field. So this video now is going to really focus on the deadlift component of what I know high school and college athletes and a lot of people are doing, almost exclusively one of the three main power lifts that people do, which is deadlift, squat, and bench press. So we're going to exclude anything about bench press and we're just going to focus this one on the deadlift. My previous video, where I hope you look in the description below to see the video I made about properly loading your body or the bar for a back squat if you are in particular high school or college athlete or just somebody who wants to stop having recurrent back pain when they squat. Yes, the video I made is going to help you. You're welcome. So here's the key for the deadlift component. Now, there are slight variations individual to individual as to what will work and won't work. I'll show you the two things that I think people do wrong all the time in terms of their deadlift and why they keep getting injured. So number one is this is not even including the obvious of rounding your back too much. So let's assume that you have a reverse grip, which most people use on a deadlift. And let's just assume you have your knees slightly bent. The biggest problem is people stay too close to their shin if they're going all the way down. And as they come up, instead of engaging their butt back and loading their hamstrings, again, instead of from this position, instead of engaging their butt back and loading their hamstrings, where in actuality the bar would stay a little bit further off your shin, people scrape it or bring it up against their shin. This is incorrect lifting. This is incorrect lifting mechanics. It is not optimal. Again, you're actually, with the bar being so close to the shin, you're actually not even able to load your hamstrings and glutes appropriately. What's happening is if it's so close to here, it's in so tight that if you think of it like leaning back onto your heels and the bar is so close to your shins, what will happen is you'll actually be more quad dominant on the lift coming up, and you'll be increasing all the pressure in and around your back and your erector muscles again, and increasing that pressure within the disc that is going to eventually lead to a disc being compromised and maybe rupture, herniate, bulge, use all these words that you want. The second thing that happens during the same type of phase, and this is where people always get injured, is from here, even if they put their butt back and even if the bar ends up being a little bit farther away, which I like because then I can lean my butt back and really plant my heels into the ground, loading my hamstrings and my glutes. What happens is people lift fast. Under no circumstance should you lift fast or pull fast from the ground. It may look sexy, there might be people out there getting away with it on a high level, but on no circumstance should you be heading into a 80 to 85% or greater rep scheme with a barbell, loading like this and pulling fast. In other words, I'm envisioning that I have 500 pounds on the floor here, and I'm gonna lift, I set my hips and whoop, and I pull fast. That is the way you get hurt. What I want you to start to do to reduce injury and to actually load the appropriate muscles, and somebody gave me this great cue years ago. I'm set up again here, right? Here comes the cue. Push the barbell down through the floor. I'm going to engage, I'm pumped, I'm set, my back is right, my head is neutral. Again, head neutral, you're not looking up. I begin to push the barbell down through the floor as I engage with my butt going back, and I'm pressing my heels out, splitting the floor, and I'm loading my hamstring and I'm loading my glutes as I lift and I stand up with the barbell. And in an optimal world, again, the barbell is off my shins, and yes, my glutes and my hamstrings are feeling the burn and are stable as my back continues to be neutral and is not rounding. Of course, there's always going to be an aspect of rounding, the heavier the load and the more you're lifting. That's why the best power lifters in the world, or the people competitively lifting, deadlifting weight, will have their back rounded on some level. That's not what this video is about. This is about reducing the risk of injury by properly loading your body and the proper muscles, offloading the amount of tension through your back. And I believe those cues that I just showed you for the deadlift now, which is pushing the barbell down through the floor and keeping it off your shins so you're not just so upright, where you can actually load your glutes and your hamstrings appropriately to stand the weight up, is the way to go. So I hope those cues help. Go ahead and check the video again in the link below for the squat. This is for the deadlift. These are the only two videos I'm going to make for this video series. I hope that this helps everybody. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Obviously, in the comment section, we would love if you'd comment and give us some feedback. Give us a like, share it with a friend, share with somebody in the neighborhood. Let them know we're here to help. Let them know we want to watch you guys thrive. Nobody should be in pain. No long care plans needed. Just getting back out there, doing what you love to do in optimal form. And until next time, everybody, it's Dr. Pearlman.